And Sickerman breaks through the pack, and it looks like the pivot for Richmond is now skating as the jammer. Sickerman's coming around to the back of the pack. Brutal hit, takes out one of the blockers, gets his way around, and he calls off the jam. We got Rycooter and Heffron jamming for Man's Ruin. Both jammers start making their way through a very loose pack here. And McGinnis blocking through the guards there. Oh, brutal hit. Down goes the pivot. It looks like Rycooter's broken his way through. He's coming around to the back of the pack here. And Heffron's still having difficulty getting through the pack. Taylor's doing some fancy footwork over there, still trying to get through. And he comes to the rear of the pack, Rycooter breaking his way through. But he's getting blocked by Acuna, number 4 for Man's Ruin. He's still making his way through, breaks through it. The pivot for Man's Ruin finally breaks through. And it looks like Rycooter calls off the jam. Doesn't look like the refs picked it up though. He's still skating. He finally pulls it off now. We got Weigold and Chainsaw, both as the jammers here.
Okay, Chainsaw on the lead of the jam right now. He's working his way on the outside. Here comes Wags working on the inside. 2 jammers still going. Jammers on the inside and outside, working their way through the pack. Out for the blue team, it's Wags. Wags is the lead jammer. Chasing in is Red Ranger. Red Ranger chasing Wags. Red Ranger chasing Wags on the jam, and here he comes. Here comes Wags with Red Ranger on his tail. Here we go. It's Wags in the lead on the jam, and here we go. Wags looks like he's working his way through, and cuts that jam off real quick.
And now comes the pack. And we have Goody Two Skates and Therese Ryan for the jammers. They're both making their way to the back of the pack. We got some brutal hits from the pivots there. One of the pivots goes down for the Richmond team. Both jammers are breaking their way through. Looks like some loose pack work going on. The jammers are still making their way through. Oh, and a brutal hit. Ryan just gets knocked out of bounds. She's going out to the back of the pack, and it looks like the Richmond jammer makes her way through the pack. She's getting hung up by one of the blockers, hammer for Man's Ruin. Great wall there, so she's having difficulty getting through. And it looks like the pivot Stickley, number 13, is going to be skating his way through. And he's broken through. He's now the lead jammer for this camp. Man's Ruin, number 13, Stickley, still coming around to the back. And it looks like Goody Two Skates is still having problems with jammer for Richmond. As Stickley's still making his way around the pack. Very fast pack work, some brutal hits going on in the pack as well. He's coming around to the back of the pack now and he gets an arm whip, gets an assistance there from his teammates. We got the jammer for the on the back of the pack there for Richmond. And the pivot's still making his way through. Oh, and he gets knocked down. We've got some collisions there. It's utter carnage in there. He's still got some hits going on. And it looks like Goody Two Skates is finally making her way through the pack here. We've got a lot of congestion going on. It looks like the jam's been called. Sickerman and My Revenge. Oh, it looks like it was a false starter.
Okay, there goes the whistle. It looks like Red Ranger and Mascoli. Mascoli in the lead at this time. Mascoli, down goes Mascoli. Red Ranger trying to work his way on the inside. Still trying to fight his way on the inside. Can't get out of the pack. There goes the pivot, still up front. Nobody going now. Nobody's still on the left pack. Jammers have to go to the rear when they cannot. Pass, and there we go, Mascoli again. Red Ranger working on the inside, paying it through. Down goes Red Ranger. Whoa, both jammers having a hard time getting out of that pack. Both of them getting hung up. Nobody's going anyplace. Red Ranger trying on the inside again. Oh, gets Red Ranger. Red Ranger on the jam. Red Ranger later. Here comes Red Mooney on the jam. Red Ranger in the lead. That pack is moving. Mascoli trying to go. Red Ranger's still in the lead on the jam. He's working his